quick review. How are the ASICS boots working out? Did I make you jump then? Make you jump. So quite a few people have been asking me about the ASICS boots that I bought, how they're faring. But before we start, I'm Anthony from Pro Carpenter. If you've not hit subscribe, please go and do that. I've just done a quick video, so I'm doing two while I'm at home now. I'm feeling not well. Ugh, man flu. So a few people have been asking me how the ASICS boots are working out. Are they still comfort? How are they holding out? They are still comfort. I will give you that. They are still comfort. They've got a couple of flaws that I've found. And it depends how you work as well with these boots, because with me, I'm on my knees all the time doing tiling or laying floors and everything. And the problem we've got is toes wearing out. And that seems to be what has happened. Now, it's burnt all the way through the actual plastic because, see there, this what seems to go on boots all the time, and I say this, when these manufacturers make these boots, they mustn't test them, or they mustn't give them to people. And I said to ASICS, send me a pair, let me test them out for you. And they probably thought, fuck that, we're not sending you a pair, you can buy a pair. $280, I think they were. I forget now. It was a few months back. So these are just over 3 months old, I think, 3-4 months. Let me know, go and see the previous video, it'll be on there, the date before I even started using them. But I've put these through everything. I've been outside in flood water, and they were good, holding up with the waterproofing. I don't know whether it's letting some in now because they seem to have gone in a few spots. So, like, where they seem to go on boots with me is like in this area. That side's not done it, but the other boot has as well. Seems to be the same spot, and it always is where your toe flexes. See it? So they always seem to split. So if you see a pair of boots, I try and avoid this. If they've got like just the rubber that comes to there, it's plenty. Why they need to go that far, I don't know. There's absolutely no need for it. Nobody scuffs this side of the boot. It's always the toes. So if you're watching this, ASICS or boot manufacturers, stop putting these pieces here because they always split. Every pair of boot I've had, I've always split there if they've got that rubber plastic on. So, like I say, this toe's held out. It's been okay. That one, that must be like, I kind of sit on that back leg for some reason. Like when I kneel down, if I'm doing any work, I'll show you what I mean. I'll like kneel down like that. So that's the one that always gets leathered. So I was talking to someone the other day and I said I might get some epoxy just to give it a bit more life because they've done well. Like I say, I was outside doing a bit of work spreading around the crusher dust. So it's in Australia, they don't use like MOT. They use 5mm crusher dust. It's like very fines, and then you compact that and you concrete over the top of it. So because it was pissing down, the boots got soaking wet inside and out, so I've had to leave them to dry. But other than that, they're solid. They're still comfy boots. I still wear them. Obviously, I've got my trainers on today because they need a bit of a wipe down because I've got all the shit all over them. But someone, when I first got the boots, said, "Oh, the boa system's going to break." No, boa system's still good. I mean, that. If you snap that, you're a good one because it is solid stuff. Like I say, the boot's solid. 1 minute, let me just cancel that phone. Don't they know I'm with my favourite people here? 1 second. Not today. Not today. I'll phone you back in a second. Right. So yeah. So they're holding out. They've not busted other than that. Just those two little areas. So if you're like an electrician or a plumber and you're not on your knees all the time, then these boots are perfect. Like I destroy boots. I go through them like no tomorrow. The best boots I've had for not wrecking were the Timberland Pro 6-inch ballast, I think they're called, and they've got a big plastic toe cap, and that toe cap was solid. If I could get that boot with a toe cap but as comfy as these, it'd be the perfect boot, because these inside, like the Timberland ones would give me plantar fasciitis. I'm hoping I said that right. And anyone who's had that knows what it's like. You get up in the morning, you're like on eggshells walking on your tiptoes because your feet have like cramped up. And then wearing these now, it's gone. So it does make a difference with your boots. Those boots are a bit solid. If you're on your feet all day, you don't want something that's too hard. And what's good about these as well, they have a midsole, a steel midsole inside them. And a lot of boots don't have that. If you stand on a nail, it's going to stop it puncturing through and going into your foot, which I think is insane because old boots used to all have those midsoles, and new boots don't have them anymore, which is fucking madness. I'd expect a boot to protect me. If I stand on something sharp, it's not going to come through, and if you drop something heavy, it's not going to crush your toes. But yeah, so I think I'm due another pair of boots. Whether I'm going to go for the ASICS again, they were the comfiest boots. Sorry. They were the comfiest boots I've had. But 3-4 months, is that enough? I was talking to a mate the other day and he said, yeah, boots should only last you 6 months. I went, yeah, but I'm at 4. So I know I'll probably get another 2 months out of them, but they just look a bit shitter. You can't maintain them either. With leather boots, you could always give them a polish, couldn't you? And they'd look like new. But because they're doing all these micro materials now, you've got no chance of cleaning them. So once they're covered in, like, say, tile adhesive, you've got no chance of getting it off. Overall, I'd say they're still doing good. Out of 10 now, I'd probably give them a 7.5. Because I'm just not happy with how that has burnt out so fast. Like I say, I might throw a bit of epoxy on it, get a couple more months out of them because they are solid. Or I might get a new pair of boots and just take the insoles out and see if the insoles are good. But I think it's because it's all foam. That's what really gives it its cushioning and comfort. Bottoms are fine, look. They've lasted great. They've not worn out. Usually your boots will show signs of wear. Nothing. Just on that bottom corner there. Because I walk like a duck. Walk my feet pointing outwards. But yeah, other than that, still going strong. If you're considering a pair of these boots, give them a try. Like I say, I leather them because I'm up and down on my feet, on my hands and knees all the time doing work. If you're just on site and you're pushing a broom about or you're an electrician up and down ladders, these boots are the ones for you. I wouldn't try anymore. You see other boots and they cost you a fortune. These are $280, which is a fair price. I'm looking at a pair of DeWalt ones now. Not DeWalt, sorry. Timberland Pro ones, and they're $360 because they've got that big rubber toe cap, but they just look a bit more comfortable. Shall I, shan't I? Or do I just go for another pair of them? I think I will go for a new pair so I can do a review and try them all out. If the shit, you can always go back to the ASICS, can't you? But yeah, just wanted to give you a quick update on those boots. Like I say, the only thing that's gone wrong on them is these areas. The boots are fine, nothing's broken them. Like I say, everything's great, nothing's worn out. Just this and the toe. So, if you're not on your hands and knees all the time, they're going to be a great pair of boots. Go and give them a try. Thanks for watching. That's all for today. Go and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much.